Welcome to wherever you're joining our coverage tonight here at Happy Valley. Ready? 1200 class 5, they're away. Tiger Glare missed the start by 3 lengths, and first away as they settle into stride was Tiger Lad, and he's out in front by a length and a half early on Noble Man. Second round the outside is Fantastic Fabio, caught a little deep in Great Sun in the trail, followed there by Great Harvest, who's deeper around Who's Horse and Alloy Star. Back over on the inside from Tinkerbell, Well Dragon, Tiger Glare further back, Vital Spring 2 lengths away, and a length and a half to Show Mission. The old boys back last, 700 out from home, and it's Tiger Lad being pressured by Fantastic Fabio. At the 600 they're a length and a half clear on Great Sun and Noble Man. Great Harvest doing it tough, 3 deep from Alloy Star back on the rail. Whose Horse came next? Tinkerbell, Tiger Glare, Well Dragon, 2 to Vital Spring, and Show Mission last as they're on the swing at the 300 metres. Tiger Lad, the favourite, set sail for home. Leads here 3/4, Fantastic Fabio, and then came Great Sun, Great Harvest, Alloy Star, Noble Man behind them. Tiger Lad still in front, fending them off, leads a length and a half from Great Sun, Fantastic Fabio, Great Harvest, and Vital Spring dashing home strongly down the outside. Tiger Lad. Tiger Lad breaks his maiden status. Joe Moreira and Tony Millard score on the first of the night. The class 5, 1200 off the front and was too good. Tiger Lad from tight second. Great Sun, Vital Spring, Great Harvest. Not necessarily in that order, but I think that's the way they've gone to the line. And close up behind them was Fantastic Fabio. They were followed there by Alloy Star, who was just behind the leading 5 or 6. And then came Well Dragon, who was back behind those runners. Show Mission, Who's Horse, Tiger Glare, Noble Man, and Tinkerbell. One of the last on crossing. Tiger Lad, Tony Millard and Joe Moreira up front. Pinged the machine very, very fast. Favourite at 2.2, Happy Hour. Racing now, away they go. Great Smart missed the start. General Castledale settles back, and there's urgency out wider from Lucky Victor going forward with Virtus Star and California Legend. Lucky Victor fired across from gate 12 by Keith Young and has found the front in the space of 150 metres or so. Virtus Star third on the inside of Strapping Bohemia, and then came Happy Hour, Tailor Made, 2 lengths further afield to Even Keel. Similar margin back to Nitro Express. Caught a little deep, but now slots in around Humble Steed. Further back, Vega Rhythm, Great Smart and General Castledale last, and he's 12 lengths off the leader. 28.22 the lead section, so not going overly quick. And it is Lucky Victor who shows out a length and a half. California Legend in the trail, and Strapping Bohemia third, 1 off from Virtus Star a length away. Tailor Made came next, a length to Happy Hour, who's under double wraps over on the inside midfield at the 800 metres from Nitro Express. A length and a half, Even Keel, Vega Rhythm, 2 to Humble Steed now called upon from Great Smart, and last of all is General Castledale. They're about to peel off the back with 600 to go, and Lucky Victor still leads out over California Legend, who travels strongly second. Virtus Star, Strapping Bohemia pushed up third from Virtus Star, fourth the inside. Then came Tailor Made. Happy Hour on the inside, cruising but needs an out. Purton looks to switch down to the inside as they corner and go. Lucky Victor passed by on the outside. California Legend. Then came Happy Hour, who's doesn't have a lot of room down on the inside, but California Legend's got first run on them here. Tailor Made giving chase from Virtus Star, Happy Hour, Nitro Express, but California Legend had the gun run and wins by 3. Easy as you like. California Legend for Christophe Soumillon. Wins and wins very well from second place. Tailor Made, who closed off out wider. Now, not sure third. We had Nitro Express out wider, Virtus Star, and Happy Hour down on the inside. They were followed Strapping Bohemia, Vega Rhythm, Lucky Victor, Great Smart. Further back in the field it would have been Even Keel. Humble Steed was one of the last on crossing as they've gone to the line. Nice performance here from California Legend. Lovely run for Christophe Soumillon in the trail. Travelled strongly. Got past Lucky Victor, who was fired out of the machine, went straight to the front but wasn't able to go on in the straight. The eventual favourite looked to be travelling well on the home turn. Not sure if he got inconvenienced by Lucky Victor. To be a little bit tight down on the inside. As Lucky Ruby comes up, and we're all set to go for the Icehouse Handicap. 1200 metres. Racing. Hero Time stepped very well off the inside. Little slow was Good Like Money, but Hero Time leads. Lucky Ruby, Very Sweet Orange. Jazz Steed blasting between runners. Maya Static just behind them, but caught a little deep. From Courageous Dragon, sprint forward. The Anomaly, one ball further back with California Levy, Good Like Money, and last of all is Moonluck. Heading to the 800 metres and they begin to top the rise. It is Very Sweet Orange who's pressed on with it and now leads 2 lengths from Lucky Ruby. Next on the outside is Maya Static, who's covered a little bit of ground, is out in the open with no cover. Hero Time on the inside, Jazz Steed next. From sprint forward, who's 3 deep. Around Courageous Dragon, the Anomaly. California Levy further back with 1 ball, followed by Good Like Money. And Moonluck is last. Very Sweet Orange seems to be cruising on the point of the home turn with 300 to go. Favourite there to challenge Maya Static, but has covered ground from Lucky Ruby. Hero Time, Jazz Steed has moved up quickly, and here comes sprint forward. Courageous Dragon, California Levy out wider. Jazz Steed's found the front from Courageous Dragon and bursting through the Anomaly. There was money for him. He's charged through from nowhere, and I think he gets home. The Anomaly, Keith Young on debut, came into 63 to 1, and I think grabs the chocolates here on debut. Well spec, but it is close from Jazz Steed and Courageous Dragon. Sprint forward and 1 ball. That's been a gamble landed. They were followed by Maya Static, who was caught wide, couldn't go on. California Levy. Hero Time came next. They were followed by Moonluck, Good Like Money. Next in was Very Sweet Orange, Lucky Ruby, and maybe only 4.5 from top end to tail. Got them all. The Anomaly, a son of Real Impact. As Happy Tango completes the line, 1.6 for the favourite, Everforce. Off the inside, they're away, and he was just okay away, Everforce from the inside. Noble Boys gets back, as too does Sacred Giant. Out in front, we've got Champ Patrol, Happy Tango, and Everforce, the favourite over on the inside. It's a battle up front between Champ Patrol and round the outside, Happy Tango. There's 3 lengths further afield to Cigar Buddies, Peak to Peak. Noble Boys 2 lengths away from Wintech, 2 to Halaku Night, Phenomenal Combo. Romantic Trove further back in the field with Top Score, and Sacred Giant back last of all as they run to the 650. Up front, Champ Patrol leads Happy Tango, margin half a length. Favourite stalking them third, Everforce. Followed there by Peak to Peak. 2 lengths to Cigar Buddies, who was a little bit rank off the top turn, followed by Noble Boys at the 400 metres. Next is Halaku Night, Wintech yielding ground, Phenomenal Combo, Romantic Trove, Top Score, and Sacred Giant. Happy Tango with Champ Patrol, but Peak to Peak's descended on the scene quickly. Up the inside is the favourite, Everforce. He's only half a length away and closing. Cigar Buddies rallying out wider. It's Peak to Peak, and on the inside, Everforce, who's got the measure here of Peak to Peak, and the short price commodity home. Everforce, Peak to Peak. Third, not sure. Romantic Trove out wider. Had a late dip at Happy Tango. Phenomenal Combo not far away. Noble Boys on the inside. Cigar Buddies and Top Score. Champ Patrol weakened, as too did Wintech, followed by Sacred Giant and Halaku Night last. Favourite 1.6 delivers along the inside. Purton versus Morera here with Peak to Peak, who were tried hard. Third, it's either Romantic Trove or Happy Tango. Leave that one to the judge, not sure between those two. Noble Boys, Cigar Buddies, he was rank off the top turn, ran out. But too good the favourite here. Came into 1.6, heavily back late. Zach Purton and Danny Shum. Danny's 27th winner of the campaign. $1,000 metre dash. And they're all in the starter, looks across the field. Racing now, away they go. Carry the Diamond a little slow with one of the newcomers off the reel. First away, Moment of Power, Forza Angel. Next model, Garden of Garrow wider. Whiskey Neat down on the inside. A length clear on Harmony 5, Viva Chef, My. 2 lengths further afield to Carry the Diamond off the reel, and Dr. Proactive hard ridden at the tail. 600 out from home. Moment of Power leads a length and a tail here over Next Model second. Whiskey Neat third, Garden of Garrow punching at the breeze 3 deep. Forza Angel Real came next over in between runners. My on the rail. Wider Harmony Fire, Viva Chef, Carry the Diamond, Dr. Proactive off the reel. 300 out. The leader is Moment of Power. The old boy slipped away here. Whiskey Need over on the inside. Next model, Gown of Garrow. My, followed by Harmony Fire. And at the head of the rest is Carry the Diamond, Moment of Power. He's on the vapes here. Charging on the inside. Whiskey Need out wider, Harmony Fire, but down towards the post. Moment of Power. Moment of Power for Zach Purton. The 8-year-old picks up his 8th win course and distance from Whiskey Neat on the inside, who got close from My, and Harmony Fire closed well. Carry the Diamond came next. They were followed by Viva Chef, who was making some inroads down the outside. In the end, he's probably been only beaten 2.5 lengths. And then came Dr. Proactive. Behind those runners was Forza Angel. He was at the head of the rest. Next model, Off the Reel, and Gown of Garrow. Moment of Power. Paul O'Sullivan, Zach Purton. Double tonight for Zach. Paul's 8th win of the campaign, and now 8 wins. Starter still holding them. Now the attendants out from the inside gate. The all clear is there, and they're away and racing. A little bit of a patchy line out. Divine Unicorn gets back. First out was Mr. Monty with Charizard. Dream Warriors surging forward, as to a Shanghai Grace 4 deep on the outside. V Chevalier, Star of Red down the rail, was a little slow but has recovered okay from Monster Car. Daily Beauty ridden up but is 3 deep, followed there by Heart. Playwise back on the inside, Good Days, and Divine Unicorn is last. He'd be about 8 lengths off the leader as they head past the 1200 metres. 28.63 the lead section, so quite slow. Mr. Monty leads out a neck on Shanghai Grace, who now gets to the outside of Mr. Monty, and they've put 2 lengths on Dream Warriors 3rd. Charizard 4th. 5th and 1 off is Monster Car round V Chevalier, maybe a fraction keen just behind them, with Star of Red on the rail. Daily Beauty 3 deep. Heart came next at the 800 metres, followed by Playwise, and then came Good Days and Divine Unicorn last. 23.71 that second section, so they quickened it up a little, and it's Mr. Monty fresh up who leads the way a length. Second is Shanghai Grace on the outside. Charizard 3rd, and then came Dream Warriors. Monster Car V Chevalier 2 lengths away. Daily Beauty. Heart, Good Days. Star of Red yielding ground rapidly from Playwise, and Divine Unicorn. Mr. Monty given every opportunity in front. He leads here over Shanghai Grace, but Dream Warriors has stormed up for Karis Teton and taken the lead now with 150 metres left to go. Out wide of V Chevalier looking to close the margin. He's digging in late after Dream Warriors, who's fighting on the inside, and Dream Warriors going home the better from V Chevalier. Mr. Monty, good run first up. Not sure 4th, Shanghai Grace or Playwise, who arrived late. Divine Unicorn, Charizard never really yelped from Daily Beauty, Good Days, Heart, Monster Car, and Star of Red. Dream Warriors, horse number 8, Tony Cruz for a double tonight. Scored in the second race with California Legend. And the son of Smart Missile, who has a real affinity with Karis Teton. That's his 9th ride aboard the horse now. All 3 victories coming under Teton. And a nice win there for Dream Warriors. 9.8 and 3.3 if you took the price there about horse number 8. Who's fought off V Chevalier, who was a little bit keen, maybe midfield, 1 off, but travelled into the race strongly. Gee, Mr. Monty's given you a decent sight. Stand by for action, 4.3. The 2 fancied runners, they're away from the 1,000 metres, and the favourites missed it. Kirpany went up with the lids and missed it by 3 lengths. Good Speed, We the South, Man Star, Wild West Wing, and Harmony and Rich right there, followed by Orion Patch, Kaishin Dragon. Then came Flying Genius, Nordic Wellstar, 4 deep, Saul Special, 5 deep, Restraining, followed by Fabulous 8, Young Passion and Kirpany. He'll have to be good to win from there. Speeding down the side at the 500 metres. The leader is Harmony and Rich by 3 quarters on We the South. A length and a half away is Man Star, who's right there, followed by Wild West Wing. Next is Flying Genius behind them. Orion Patch, Kaishin Dragon, and Nordic Wellstar gets to the outside. Kirpin still a mile away below the 200. We the South is shot through over on the inside here. Out wide of Flying Genius. He's hammering home after We the South and Sumion. An Old Soul Special through the middle, but We the South from Flying Genius and Soul Special. Kirpin, after giving them a start, completely bombing it. He's run into fourth. He might have been a tragedy, beaten in the end. One of the favourites anyway, from Harmony Enriched, Kaishin Dragon, Fabulous 8, Wild West Wing, Manstar, Nordic Wellstar, Young Passion, and Orion Patch towards the rear. We the South, number 4, went off favourite in the end at 3.6. He was heavily back late from Flying Genius, Soul Special. Kirpin, he's probably been only beaten 1 3/4 in the end. So that's been a very good run considering. Replaying the Patron will be interesting to have a look at him. He drifted in the end, 4.6. Four now for Sunshine Warrior. All in Class 2, 1650. They're away. General's Delight missed the start. Delightful Lau wasn't quick away. Sunshine Warrior back in the last couple as well. Real Busy up front here with Bear again. Magnificent up on the outside. Solar YY, Alpha Hedge handy into the first turn as they make that turn out of the straight, followed by Delightful Lau and Starshine. Sunshine Warrior back on the inside of the rock. General's Delight and Invincible Missile last of all. Up the side they travel towards the 1200 metres in the Class 2, 1650, and it's Real Busy in 28.42 for the lead section. Opens up here a length. Magnificent on the outside, hasn't been able to lead, followed there by Beer again, who's 3/4 away third. 2 lengths Solar YY with on the outside Alpha Hedge, 9.50 left to go. Starshine right up on the steel, followed over on the inside by Delightful Lau. The rock came next, Sunshine Warrior. Next is General's Delight and Invincible Missile last of all. They're inside the 750. Real Busy leads the neck on Magnificent, and a length and a half to 2 lengths back to Beer again third. Fourth on the outside is Alpha Hedge, 2 to Solar YY. Starshine, 2 to Delightful Lau. Now clicked up on the inside of the rock, Sunshine Warrior. He's really been pushed out at the 400 metres. General's Delight and forget about Invincible Missile. Magnificent has got to Real Busy as they swing at the 300 metres. A length and a half away then came Beer again, Starshine, Solar YY. Alpha Hedge and the rock looming large out wider. Magnificent there to be shot at. Delightful Lau snuck through and has grabbed them all here. Delightful Lau for Derek Long. The rock trying hard on the outside. Delightful Lau. Big win that. Delightful Lau takes out the Class 2 and does it in some style as well for Derek Long. Has beaten home the rock second. Third Starshine from Sunshine Warrior. Magnificent General's Delight, Solar YY. Alpha Hedge was in behind those runners as they've gone to the line. And then beyond them, we had behind them Real Busy, who knocked up over the final stages, as too did Beer again. Back behind them would have been Invincible Missile, and he was one of the last on crossing. He's been a nice win there from Delightful Lau, who at this stage, a couple of months out from the Derby, still holds an entry for it. The last is set to go. Tony Speechley looks across the field. Racing now from the 1650, world famous slow off the inside. Settling back Noble Steed and also a King's Capital with Cable Speed. Royal Bomb to the front here with Beauty Spark right there as Sankon Sank. Farshad round the outside. Surrealism, they're 4 deep into the first turn. World Famous has recovered to be over on the inside behind Royal Bomb. Then came Noble Steed, King's Capital, Savaquin. Helene Wisdom Star well back on the inside, followed by Kazi Farazi, and Cable Speed is at the end. 10 lengths off the leader, 28.64. So again, a pretty slow first section, and taking control is Surrealism for Antoine Hamlin. Leads out 3/4 on the grey Farshad, and Royal Bomb a little keen in the trail, does have the mouth slightly ajar. Then came Beauty Spark, 1 back, 1 out. Sankon Sank for Jerry Chow, 3 deep, no cover, and looking to improve on the outside as they top the rise at the 800 metres. World Famous from Noble Steed, their midfield. A length and a half, King's Capital, Savaquin, followed 2 lengths away by Helene Wisdom Star, Kazi Farazi niggled at, and Cable Speed losing touch with the main body of the field. They spin down the side for the final time, and it is on the outside. Sankon Sank applying some pressure to Surrealism at the 400 metres. Farshad, Royal Bomb on the inside, travelling sweetly, needs an out. World Famous down on the inside, Beauty Spark, Noble Steed, and Savaquin down the outside. King's Capital behind them below the 200. Sankon Sank leads, Royal Bomb challenging, and here comes Savaquin. He's flying down the outside after Royal Bomb. Savaquin and Royal Bomb, Savaquin, Royal Bomb, Savaquin. Savaquin rounded them up in the last for Morera, and he bookends the program. Savaquin with a lethal turn a foot late, grabs the last from Royal Bomb. Helene Wisdom Star third, Sankon Sank, and then we've got King's Capital close up over on the inside, and a line up there for the minor positions behind the top 4 or 5 with World Famous down on the inside. Beauty Spark wasn't far away, neither was Noble Steed, and the grey Farshad smack bang in the middle. Behind those runners would have been Surrealism, who weakened, Kazi Farazi, and Cable Speed was never in it. Lovely win here from Savaquin, the son of Savabeel, takes the last.